What's up, the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seeing the title is going down. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it in the title. Telling y'all, before we get in this video, please go subscribe to my daughter. She is 3, starting her channel, like I've mentioned in my other few videos that I've dropped already, that she'll be dropping. You know, she loves scary movies, she loves scary clips, short films, she loves stuff like that. Yeah, at 3, pretty crazy, but she loves stuff like that. So we'll be doing a lot of videos on reacting to that, reacting and looking at it and reviewing new toys, as well as vlogs and such on her channel. There is, you know, a few people that, well, I say a couple people, not a few, a couple people that commented saying that, you know, children channels aren't for them, and that I get it, I completely do. It's not for everybody, so it's not, you know, I'm not asking anybody, you know, to go check her out and subscribe, you know, but if y'all would, you know, and could, I definitely appreciate that. You know, it definitely makes her smile and makes her day that, you know, a lot of people are watching her videos and stuff like that, you know. So I definitely love, you know, the simple fact that she sees what her dad does for years, you know. Ever since she was born, she's, you know, following, you know, in the footsteps of being a YouTuber, which is scary and it's pretty cool at the same time. But I absolutely love it. So I hope y'all don't mind seeing my face more, which I will be on her channel a lot more, you know, guiding her through, you know, her YouTube videos and her YouTube journey. So I would appreciate if y'all go subscribe to her. It's in the description box down below, as well as on my homepage on YouTube. On Instagram, my Instagram is I'm the Real Reckless. I'm pretty sure description box down below. So it's really everywhere. It's Rennie Rain. But we got to jump in this video, y'all. Enough of me talking.
Take a look.
It is a privilege to cover this White House. It's a privilege to be the White House press secretary. And nobody has the right to go into the Oval Office and ask the President of the United States questions. That's an invitation that is given. And there are hundreds of outlets on this campus. Many of you in this room who don't have the privilege of being part of that pool every single day and getting to ask the President questions. We reserve the right to decide who gets to go into the Oval Office. And you all have credentials to be here, including the Associated Press, who is in this briefing room today.
So
one thing about it is, what I get is that I feel like The View and The View host, from what Whoopi was saying, I know I played the obviously, you know, the clip. I skipped past a few seconds of Whoopi talking her mess of this video, because, you know, they don't do nothing but bash Trump and his administration. But I do have to say that I love Caroline Leavitt, because she's straightforward. You know, she's straightforward. She's not going to beat around the bush, and that's exactly who you need as, you know, a press secretary.
The White House Correspondents Association released a statement, and it said the White House cannot dictate how news organizations report the news, nor should it penalize working journalists because it is unhappy with their editors' decisions. And the AP is signaling legal action, calling this a violation of their First Amendment rights. Now, and the reason I got to read that is because I said, you know, it's so funny. I haven't seen it reported anywhere else. I haven't seen that piece of information anywhere else.
What, that it's illegal?
That the AP said, that they said, listen, we're not standing for this.
Right. Yeah.
That's a huge thing. You know, and because I was saying to Robin, I said, you know, they all need to get together and push back. You can't do it one at a time. She said, no. And then she gave me that piece of information. So are they right?
Yes, they are. I mean, we do have the Constitution still, at least in the United States. And, you know, I think the First Amendment is the First Amendment because it's one of the most important amendments, right? And it's freedom of speech.
So look, this is what I look. I'm not about to say that choosing like what, you know, the press has to say or the questions that they ask is really not about that. It's just simple fact of, you know, you have press that's out there that's trying to get a reaction out of, you know, a press secretary, so they can have this big topic of, oh, the press secretary said this and she react this way, or getting a reaction out of Trump. It's just the way that they ask. And nobody's not saying that, you know, oh, y'all need to just be quiet, y'all need to shut up. It's more so just like you said, like it's a privilege. I mean, that's people honestly just needs to respect the president and the White House.
arguably, and the press is the direct check for the government overreach. It's the direct check. It's the press reports to the American people the facts of what is really happening, and so I think there's no question that the AP should defend its constitutional rights, and what the Trump can, I guess, certainly bar people from the Oval Office, but what they cannot do is tell people what they can say. They cannot do it. And one last.
She didn't say that though. She didn't say that.
Cannot do it. And one last thing. The AP style guide is many newsrooms across the country follow the AP style guide, and it was published on January 23rd of this year after the executive order. And what it said was renaming the Gulf of Mexico is one thing, but Trump's order only carries authority within the United States, and other countries do not have to recognize the change. And so they're reporting it accurately.
So I disagree with barring the Associated Press. When I worked in the White House, I always fought for media access, both at home and abroad when we were traveling.
You disagreed with what?
With the decision to bar the Associated Press from being in the Oval Office. I don't actually hate renaming the Gulf of America, and I'm going to tell you why. It's a more inclusive term. It is North America. Mexico and the United States are part of the Americas. It would be.
So my thing is I don't get how everybody is making this whole Gulf of America a big deal. Honestly, me personally, I'm gonna be real with y'all, and I'm probably gonna be hated if I say this. It probably should have been named Gulf of America a long time ago. But I feel like that's my opinion. So I don't want to get, I don't want to offend a lot of people, but I feel like it should have been named that a long time ago. But, and I feel like I talked about this before, even before changing the name. But I feel like it's just one of those things that, like, it's the change. It's changing. You know what I mean? Trump is changing a lot of things that should have been changed a long time ago.
States are part of the Americas. It would be petty if he called it the Gulf of the United States by basically saying it's our countries, it's not yours. But these are the things Donald Trump does to trigger reaction from the media, so they cover this and pay more attention than we're wholesale getting rid of government agencies, or we're confirming Tulsi Gabbard as Director of National Intelligence. I'm perfectly fine with it, and I'm perfectly fine with the AP.
But I feel like that's BS too, because I'm not taking that away. I mean, trying to get a reaction and saying, "Oh, we got Tulsi." If that's like, I don't know. I'm gonna make sure I hear it right. What you said.
Mexico and the United States are part of the Americas. It would be petty if he called it the Gulf of the United States by basically saying it's our countries, it's not yours. But these are the things Donald Trump does to trigger reaction from the media, so they cover this and pay more attention than we're wholesale getting rid of government agencies, or we're confirming Tulsi Gabbard as Director of National Intelligence.
See, I feel like that's BS though. What Alyssa is saying, because I feel like these are just things that's happening. That Trump is obviously getting done, and news is news. One thing about it, what they're missing, this is the big picture that they're missing, that I have a problem with, and it goes for all these ladies that's on this TV show, the production, ABC, Disney, all of that, is a simple fact. And and the people that's watching it, the people that's from the left, the people that don't like Trump. What I got a problem with, and what I got to say, is that everything that Trump is doing in his administration is out there. It's literally out there. Nothing is hidden. We didn't cover things about Obama that still hasn't been talked about. It's just got swept up under the rug. Kamala, Joe Biden, things that he's done that still, he ain't even in the White House, and he's still, like, it's little stuff that's still going around that he done done, and people still doing, like, and it makes me mad, because it's like Trump is doing everything, but then you go and you say, oh, he's doing this thing to get a reaction out of people, rather than him doing this and him doing that, and he got all this going on and trying to, cover this, and trying to create a distraction. I don't feel like it's none of that. I feel that Trump is putting out, in his administration, they're putting out everything that they're doing, and I absolutely love it, and they should too. There's so many things that we didn't see that Joe Biden and the Kamala administration wasn't, like, I'm telling y'all, we didn't see anything. And if something did happen that, would wow people, it'd get swept up under the rug. Nobody would talk about it anymore. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's BS. So what
I'm perfectly fine with it, and I'm perfectly fine with the AP covering it how they think they should.
In that case, this country that we're in was settled by indigenous people, right? And yet they named the country after an Italian white man, Amerigo Vespucci.
Yeah.
That's what America is named after. Amerigo Vespucci, a white European. Why is it named after a white man?
Well, let me ask you.
So am I hearing this right? I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to. So Joy is bashing America now? I'm just confused on what she's.
Country after an Italian white man, Amerigo Vespucci.
Yeah.
That's what.
And I feel like they be reaching. They reach so much when it comes down to race and color. A white man. It's America is named that. Bro, it's America, bro. This is exactly what I mean by when it comes to the View, they don't care about, what's going on in the United States. Like, they don't care about Americans, bro. It's literally right there. They don't care.
America is named after Amerigo Vespucci, a white European. Why is it named after a white man?
Well, let me ask
When it was settled by indigenous people.
Well, let me just add some color because I didn't know how common it was. Sorry, color.
That is insane. Joy is really tweaking.
A white European.
They have to make every single thing about color, y'all. They have to make every single thing about color. We talking about America, bro. We talking about United States of America. This literally just goes to show you. And you heard Sonny too. Sonny was talking too. Repeating Joy. This just goes to show you that I'm just confused. I'm confused. But this should show a lot of people that watch them, a lot of people that, the audience that they have, that they don't care. They don't care about America. I mean, honestly.
America is named after Amerigo Vespucci, a white European. Why is it named after a white man?
Well, let me ask
When it was settled by indigenous people.
Well, let me just.
You would have thought that Trump named America America. The way that Joy is going about this, you would have thought, Joy and Sonny, you would have literally thought that Trump named America America. Like, he just changed the name to America. That's how bad they hate you. Anything that Trump does, they drag it, bro. They drag it. That is insane, bro. Like,
add some color because I didn't know how common it was. Sorry, color, context, all the things. But
see what I mean? See what I mean?
Just add some.
That's
color.
all they care about, color. She just mistaken the word for context.
I didn't know how common it was. Sorry, color, context, all the things. But so technically, that it is okay to rename this. Different people have Cuba, Mexico, and the U.S. have claims, depending on whether you're talking about conservation or otherwise, hundreds of miles out into the sea. This actually happens in the global economy or in a country. Oh my God! So
Yes.
She want to say color so bad. That's all. I'm telling y'all, bro. That's all they care about. When it comes down to this, that's all they care about. It's color. She done mistakenly said color so many times. I don't know if it's because they have a board before they walk on to set that says talk about color, talk about race. I don't know. I don't know if Sarah is just saying color because she thinking in her head, and usually it happens. Y'all know what that is. But she's literally just thinking like, why did they just bring up color all the time? I don't know what it is.
Body of water south of China, which much of the world calls the South China Sea. China calls it South Sea. Vietnam calls it Eastern Sea. And Philippines has designated parts of it the West Philippine Sea. So it happens. I needed to know that because I was like, why would you wide swath it? And Google and GPS things will call it Gulf of America only in this country. So then if you search it outside, so it's like, it's a little more complicated. It's a dumb thing to hang your hat on.
Why does she care about it when the prices are going up on eggs? Why does it focus on this?
Because arguably, in addition to the bird flu, he's the reason it's going up.
Yeah.
He'd much rather focus on renaming.
No, people did not vote. People did not vote to rename the Gulf of Mexico. They voted because they kept complaining about prices and inflation.
That's an uncomfortable topic for him right now.
As far as I can see, inflation is on the rise.
It is on the rise.
That's a lie, y'all. That's a lie. I'm gonna tell y'all what a lot of people voted for. a lot of people voted for a change. That's it. That's all I got to say. A lot of people voted for a change. They voted for a change. Obviously, a lot of people love Trump. By all means, a lot of people love Trump. And that's what they're in denial about. But people obviously voted for change. They obviously, and they voted for change, and they voted for, they got trust, in Trump. When she's saying they voted for, the inflation and the prices of eggs, this, that, and the other, obviously people voted for that as well, but they also voted knowing that things are going to take time. And they know that. Their jobs on this show, what people mistaken a lot, is to feed the BS, feed the lies, feed the false information to a lot of people to get them riled up, to get them, all mad. And that's why it's been so much, anger, so much negativity, because you have people like these individuals that sit here and do this on this TV show. They know the truth. I mean, regardless, like, I know that I always say, how they can be Sunny, Whoopi, especially Joy, but at the same time, they know. That's the thing. I feel like they know. It's common sense. And a lot of people, they voted for, change. You have Joe Biden. When I tell y'all, bro, that it is so many things that I've seen, and I know that y'all seen, even before I got into these videos, people, that there's a lot, even before Joe Biden. We talk about Joe Biden, we talk about Obama, the things that they've done, messing up a lot of things, especially Joe Biden. And for people to see Joe Biden's decline, see how Kamala was during her campaign, seeing this, seeing that, a lot of people voted just for the simple fact, first of all, they don't know Kamala. They seen the way she was acting. They seen the things that she was doing. They see the way she was talking. They seen that she wasn't, I can't even say that she wasn't changing anything. Things were going to just be the same because there wasn't nothing that she was really talking about. I can't even remember off the top of my head what she was even, what was like her main goal? What was her priority? I don't know. I can't really say, what I really want to say when it comes down to, how I feel about, Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin, of what they said, you know what I mean? Because you got to watch what you say on here. But it just frustrates me a lot because I feel like this show is like one of the biggest reasons helping, individuals be so divided. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's that because they take any little thing and they bring in race, with it. And as long as they keep on talking about it, as long as they keep on pushing out to others, that's all others are going to see. And it's sad. And that's why it's my job to call them out on that. Believe it or not, I have a lot of people that's always in my comments, y'all. I have a lot of people that's always in my comments, usually at the bottom. If y'all scroll all the way down, y'all got to scroll all the way down. If y'all do that, I'm telling you, y'all see the people that I'm talking about. And it's the people that actually love The View. I just had a comment saying my house must be miserable because I talk crazy about The View. It's not that I really talk crazy about The View. It's just that I call them out on their BS. And it just shows me that I'm doing, an amazing job at it. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all already know. I'm telling y'all, you voted for Trump, you support. Even if you didn't vote for Trump, you didn't really know who to vote for, and you support Trump now and you see what he's doing. Things like this, it just takes time. It just takes time, and they know that. You know what I mean? But definitely appreciate y'all. Much love to everybody. Catch y'all next one.